Let's begin, pal.
What's up everybody, Grant here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Xiaomi Mi Note 2. Now just to set the stage here real quick, the Mi Note 2 was announced in October of last year, 2016, at the exact same event that they announced the Mi Mix. The Mi Mix is the 6.4-inch bezel-less, this concept phone that's not a concept phone, that pretty much everybody went nuts for because it looks like it's all screen. But at that same event, they first announced the Mi Note 2. It was really the only device that I thought there was going to be announced at the time. I was very excited because it has a 5.7-inch curved glass display, and this was right around the time of the Note 7 recall, so I thought this would be really cool to replace my Note 7 for a while. I was not getting my hopes up too much because Xiaomi is not very good about releasing phones outside of China, much less ones that have the GSM LTE bands necessary to work in the United States here. But they actually announced a global variant, which is the one I've been waiting for. It supposedly has, or it does have, all the LTE bands that are needed to function on GSM carriers here in the US. So Sprint and Verizon customers, sorry, need not apply here. But if you are on AT&T, T-Mobile, or any of the MVNOs that use their networks, that use GSM bands, you should be good here with this device. So enough of me rambling on. Let's get into the device here. It's an all-white box. Because it went through customs, they had to open it up, so that part of the unboxing experience is a little bit ruined, but let's try to rip this off here and go around the box here. It's a nice, smooth, matte finish box. Simple white with me on the front. Nothing on that side. It's got Note 2 there, as you can see, and Note 2 on the other side. On the bottom of the box, on the back side here, we've got some of the specs. So as you can see down there, it's a 6 gig, 128 gig variant. So this should go up against, nicely up against the Note 2. I'm sorry, the OnePlus 3T, as well as the Huawei Mate 9 Pro that I've got. So look forward to future battles with those phones. And it should have all the LTE bands, and you can see there a 4070 milliamp hour battery. So a pretty nice big battery there. And let's get into the box. And there we go. There's the phone sitting on top. Looks like you do get a screen protector here. I'm not sure if it's tempered glass. Might be. But there you go. They throw in a free screen protector for you, so that's cool. There's the phone here. Take it out. And right off the bat, let's see. Yeah, it feels nice. Now let's take off the stickers here to get a better feel for it. And on the back, so it's got a glass back here, as you can see. And let's take a look at what's in the box real quick. It's not as exciting as the phone, but let's see what you get. You do get a slap-on case shell here, so it's just a shell. It doesn't protect the sides or anything else. It just slaps on the back. And got some protective film here, so we can pull that off and pull it off from the inside if we can get there. There we go, and we can kind of try to slap it on the phone here so you can see what that looks like. So very thin. It just got that corner protection for you there. So those reinforced corners, but very thin, see-through back, so you won't get the fingerprints directly on the phone. But I think this case does pick up fingerprints itself. But anyway, just to prevent some scratches on that nice finish on the back, get you some corner protection in case you do drop it on the corner there. So that's that. You also get in the box your SIM ejection tool, requisite paperwork there that I can't read. Maybe you can. And we've got the USB Type-C cable there. So that is USB Type-C. And we've got our charger. Let's see what this is at. Hard to see. Not sure if it's a quick charging cable, but it is capable of Quick Charge 3.0 because it has that Snapdragon 821 in it. And they also threw in an extra case, so it's another just the basic TPU style case it looks like here. Let me take a look. This does not come from Xiaomi. I'm pretty sure it's from the importer that I bought it from. But as you can see here, it's just a thin TPU style case. So let's quickly go through some of the specs here. Like we said before, it's got a 5.7-inch 1080p curved glass display. It's actually an AMOLED display, so we'll see how a 1080p AMOLED display looks on the Mi Note 2 here. It's running out of the box Android 6.0 Marshmallow with MIUI 8.0, which is their skin on top of Android. It's got the Snapdragon 821 with the Adreno 530 GPU, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage. So pretty top of line specs for the end of 2016, and still really the top of line specs until all the new devices start coming out with the Snapdragon 835. The camera here on the rear, it's got a 22.5 megapixel camera at f2.0, so it's a little bit higher megapixel count than the Mi Mix, I believe. The Mi Mix, I think, was taking some fairly disappointing pictures, so hopefully it's not too bad here. The camera is capable of doing 4K video. It's got a 8 megapixel front-facing camera with f2.0 aperture there, also with autofocus. And as we move around the phone, you've got a front-mounted fingerprint reader there. It is a button actually. You can hear it click. So it's not just a scanner, it's a button as well. On the bottom you've got the USB Type-C there, as well as the speaker grills. It does have 24-bit audio, so we'll see how that audio sounds. It should really sound good. It supposedly sounded really good in the Mi Mix from what I heard. So it's got that 24-bit audio inside. So we'll see what it sounds like plugged into some nice headphones. There you can see the back, the glass back, really beautiful design there. And the camera hump here is really not hump, it's really kind of flat to the surface there. If we can kind of get that in the light, there you go. It's hard to pick up in all same color there, but it's really flush with the body, so that's nice. But as you can see, because it does have that glass back and it is this piano black finish, it is a fingerprint magnet. You've got your headphone jack up top there, so that's cool. It does have a headphone jack. You've got your power button, volume rockers there, and your SIM card slot. I'm not sure if it does micro SD expansion. Let's try to check real quick. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing it, so it might not. We'll get to that in the impressions and full review videos. I'll let you know about that. And like we said at the beginning, it has a 4070 milliamp hour battery, so a pretty big battery with a 1080p screen. So that should equate to some pretty good battery life there, and it's an AMOLED display, so hopefully that display looks really nice as well. So we'll power this thing up, and we'll get it all set up here, and we'll come back with some first impressions and walk through. And we're in just like that. So it wasn't really any kind of setup to walk through. So I'm assuming I'm going to have to set up something. This one appears to be closer to stockish. I guess it has a pull down menu there. You got no app launcher that's visible, but it did come pre-installed with the Play Store. So that's really cool. So I'll have to go through and set up everything probably through the settings, get my internet working, run through the setup, and we can come back and get through the first impressions and walkthrough of the phone. So there you go, a quick unboxing of the Xiaomi Mi Note 2. Like I said, I'll put my information in. We'll come back and we'll do a quick walkthrough of the phone and give you my first impressions about it.